Hey guys, it's Unicorn Angel. After so many people have asked me over and over again how I create my underwater worlds, I would like to show you my tips and skills today. I wish you a lot of fun with my first tutorial on YouTube, and if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. If you like the video, please give me a like. It would be beautiful, you don't have to do that, but if you want, it would be cool. So, at the beginning, we need a new island to create something. I always take this one because it's the easiest way to create your own stuff. I really like this island, but you can do it on every island you want to create this. It's completely up to you. This is just my way how I create this. Then we enter the island, and the first thing I ever do is to make the settings. Every creator make this on different ways. Some creators make it at the end, some in the middle part. For me, it's always in the beginning. So because of the fact that my menu is completely in German, I think we can skip this part. First of all, most of the questions were in the Unistream Prophunt, how I created a small pool in the inside area, so I will just begin with that. The only things we need is we need some walls, we need some floors, we need a water device, we need a graphic effect spawner, and we need some light. And I am unsure right now which walls I took, but I think it was from the Art Deco gallery, and I think I used this floor, and I used this walls. We just need the stairs again. Then I take something from the Coral Castle gallery. It was this one here. Then we have to go into the devices. We need the water device. We need the graphic effect spawner. We need some lights, and this is everything what you need for the pool in Unistream proper. So I go in my settings, look, everything is fine, so I will just start. For this tutorial I make it a bit smaller, 2 to 2 areas. Then I take the wall, place it over here. Then I take my stairs, place it over here. If you have this mistake here that your stairs look glitch in your wall, it's very easy to fix that. You just go in your settings on your quick menu and put it and build the stairs to an object. So then you can take your object, make it over here, and you have the stairs completely out of the wall. Then I take this one from the Coral Castle gallery and make it a bit smaller because I don't like it when it's completely glitched into the stairs. And we go a bit down, make it a bit more so, and we have it. Then we need the graphic effect spawner. We put it into the bubbles, make it a bit smaller. You can change it everything, and you have smaller bubbles. We place 3 of them, maybe so. We can put it a bit more here, and you have the bubble effect, which you know from Unistream Prophunt. Then we need the water device. Make the settings for that, make it a bit brighter, and with the high you don't get bigger, you just make it smaller. Then we place it in the right way. I fly a bit too quick, it's not easy to build with that. So, and then I will change the size of this again, but in my menu, with my menu. And on this way. Then we put water device from only gameplay to every time. Now the water is on. We just need the floor again, not as an object, but then a floor. And now you have the effect, if you go into the water, you swim. But if you jump into the water, you are under the water. And maybe you can hear that. I'm unsure right now if you can hear that. You hear the water effect over you. And that's the simplest part to create it. It's really, really simple, and the effect is just great. You have the feeling that you're in the water. So then I will show you the second way to use the water device and to create a really realistic rainy area. So first of all, we need something from the gallery. Let's start. For example, we create a street. We take the floor from the dark tilted. It's the first one in the first row. Then we take just for the showing, I will take these walls which I already have in my inventory. Then we need some things of the glass gallery, but not from the clear glass gallery. Just we need something from the black glass gallery. We need this one over here, and I think that's everything what we need at the beginning. So I will start to make a floor. Very simple. We make it on this way, so we don't need more. Then I go in my quick menu, make the raster out, and I place something from that, make it a bit bigger. You see, it's a glass gallery, and then I will put it a bit more under the floor, not too much, but not too much over the floor. Make it a bit smaller from time to time to make it more realistic. Maybe a bit smaller over here and over here. Now you have some mirrors effects. That's really cool. I love that. I built that. For example, in the Valley of the Dwarfs, you see that on the floor. In the cave where the dragon is, and at some points, for example in Unisgym Prophunt, actually the update, there I used these ones too. So then we take the water device and make some settings. What we need is make it more bigger to the sides, then more larger on this way, and then we make it more lower with the height. So then I go back to my menu, take the setting, make it so, and then I put the water device from gameplay to every time. Then I will put the water device on this area. Maybe we can try to make it a bit more down. Yeah, that's beautiful. You have a water effect on your shoes, you see that, but it's not completely in a row. So I will put it off again to build the walls around it to show you. You can build whatever you want. For this tutorial I will make it very simple for me, just to give you the way you can create it. But you can create a landscape, you can make a bigger street, you can make very realistic, cool looking artistic stuff. It's completely up to you. It's just a simply mechanic way I will show you. So I will put it off again, and now we use the graphic effect spawner again and make it rainy. You can change that over here. Mr. Rainy. Now it's raining. And we put a sound effect to Alpine Landscape. You can put whatever you want, but for me it's the right way to make just simply rain. So now you see, you have the water under your shoes over the floor. You have the black glass gallery to make a more mirror effect, and you have it's raining. So if, for example, you use a floor on this way, it's very cool with the rain because there is no raining where something is there, and at the outside it's raining. It's very cool. To make this more dramatic, you only have to use the Skydome device. For me, everything is in German. It's the same device, but it calls a bit other. So you use your Skydome device and make the settings. I make you a bit darker, the second one a bit brighter but not very bright, and then this again, and at the end maybe we put some light brown in that, small stars or light stars. The mist we take on 30%, then we take this one on gray. We don't have to use this. We don't have to use the area for this one, but if you want to create a full area with raining effect, then just take it off like me. If you just need a small area for the Skydome, because you have some different areas with some different weathers or something like that, you then just use this area. So I will put it off for this tutorial. For the light, I will have a light brown, and I put it on 20%. I think that's okay. We need some realistic things in the sky, and we put it on maybe a bit brighter brown than before. And you can make something with that. I don't use that often, but you can choose that. So if you see, it's very dramatic. It's raining. You see the stuff on the floor, the water. You see, you hear the effect that's raining. So if it's too dark for you, you can choose your, you can change your settings in the Skydome device again to make more light. Maybe, for example, this one. 50%, you see more from the floor, you see more from the raining, and I think for me it's the perfect way actually what we have to create realistic water. So what you can do is, for example, for our underwater world area, I will use for this one the Coral Castle Gallery. I will put it in my inventory, and the same way with this. And what you can also do is the objects, and in the normal houses you can find these plants. So we need for this one this, and maybe this. So first of all, I will place my inventory on the ground so that I can see perfectly what I want to have over here. First of all, I'm looking for the white floor. I think this one is quite perfect for this part. I will show you. So we make 2, 2, 2, and 2. Then I will take a floor. Maybe we can use this one. You can put it over here. Just completely around it. Then, for example, we can use this one. I think that's cool. Make it over here. What we now need is the water device again. Like before, change the hires, make it a bit smaller. Place it over here. Then we switch it on to every force. make it a bit more over the floor, not too much. You just have this water effect, and now it's simply perfect. So that's the first thing what you can do. For example, if it's a death run and you make some barriers or something like that over here, the players have to go through this. You can make it so that you can push this button, the setting, when players come into the water. You can send it to 1, for example, and you make a teleporter over here. Players will be teleporting here when channel 1 is activated, and the players who fall down comes directly over here again. They don't have to touch the water. That's something what you can do, for example. On the other hand, you can create something like underwater area. So for example, over you there's a lake, and this is just something in the water, between the water and the floor, for example. So we just take the floor as a roof. So you have a roof, it's a bit darker, and then I will put some walls around that here, for example. The same thing over there. So if you imagine this room is under a lake, the first thing you have to do is to take your graphic effects spawner. We have to take some light and replace the graphic effects spawner on every path you want to have these, and change it back to bubbles. So if you want to change the color, you have to change the setting over here, and then maybe put it into a colorful pink, and you have colorful pink bubbles. You see, it's completely changing. So it's completely up to you what you want to create. For me, the color is quite perfect. So then we fly over that, take a water device again, make it bigger. I make it completely bigger than we needed, but it's just for the presentation. Then we put it directly on the floor, not into the floor, because the player can see that then. But now, if you're here, you can hear a water effect. And what you can do now is to grab some or take some of the waterfall gallery again. For example, this one. And you can make a cool effect that player think the water is coming down. For example, if you want to create a death one, you can make it so that the water is coming down and eliminate the players, you know? You see the water effects, and if you make it so that your mechanic brings the water down, or from the floor, from the bottom to the high, and the players have to come quickly to this exit, you can make that so a bit more realistic, I think. So what we can also do is to place with your devices the mutator zone, and the mutator zone has a really good and cool setting, because you can change, and I think you know that, you can change the gravity with that. So we make some settings, and the only thing what we need is here the gravity. We make it to very low and change make it a bit bigger. It's completely too big for this area, but for this tutorial I will just show you, and you can see it's bigger than we need. You can make it by your own. If you want it bigger, if you want it smaller, it's completely up to you. And then what you can also do, if you goes from the fact that you're building a death run, you can put some destroyed floors over here, for example. Good. So you have something in the middle which is broken. The players have to come through the way, for example, and you can put something in the middle of maybe a big stone or something, and they have to spring over there. It's completely up to you what you want to create, and I will show you the effect in the gameplay. We just need a player spawner. As you can see, I will go, and my gravity is very low. I can jump, and if I jump to this one, I hear the water, and that's very cool because now you have the feeling that you are really under the water, and you can make it on every creative process what you want to create. It's just a simply way to create an underwater world. And if we end the game, we can change the light a bit more. So yeah, I think I will make this one completely ready for the thumbnail. You can see that on the end. But I think for the first tutorial is that quite enough. I showed you 3 different options to use the water device and graphic effect spawners to create a realistic way of making under the water world effects, or a realistic way to use the water device for a rainy area, or how I created my small pool in Unistream Prophunt. Yeah, I hope you had a lot of fun to come with me through my workflow. I wish you a wonderful evening. If you have any questions, just let me know, write a comment, it would be cool. And if you liked my video, give it a like if you want. You don't have to, but it would be cool, and yeah, I would like that. And yeah, I think we can end the video, and see you next time again.